it's Audrey and welcome back to our vlogs! Guys, today we are going to be doing a throwback video. So, I asked you guys on my Instagram at AllAroundAudrey for your secrets or your embarrassing stories, and I was going to expose them in today's video, but don't worry, everyone that submitted to me a story or a secret is going to remain anonymous, and so your secret is kept with me, don't worry. Anyways, but I am so excited for this. We've got a lot of interesting stories today, a lot of funny ones, and a lot of like whoa. So we are going to be talking about them today, and thank you guys for participating and for submitting these. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, make sure to at AllAroundAudrey so that you can be in future videos. But all right, let's get started. From what I remember last year, we had some crazy stories, so let's see if you guys keep having embarrassing moments. All right, story number 1 says, I spied on my mother when she took a shower. That's a little oofy. I literally, I'm not kidding, I gasped out loud when I read this. I have no words. I don't even know what to say about this, but yeah, a little oofy. So this one says, I saved my lunch money that my parents gave me in elementary, and now I have $320 saved. Wow! So I'm assuming that your parents don't know that you did that, but I have so many questions. First of all, what did you do for lunch? Like, if you like saved all your lunch money that you're supposed to use for food, did you just like ask your friends for some food, or did you like pack your own food, or I don't know, like what did you end up doing? But also $320, like that's a pretty good savings, so I mean, kind of worked the system. Okay, next one, it says, I was in school and turned on my phone and a video of y'all started playing loud. I laughed so hard. Oh my gosh, I would be so embarrassed. Like, I remember back in high school, I would have teachers and like students realize that I made YouTube videos, and they even like wanted to play them in class in front of me, and I was like, oh please no. I think specifically this one time I was in chemistry class my senior year of high school, and I had to miss a week of school because I went to a YouTube event in California. And so when I came back from that, apparently some kids in my class knew that I was a YouTuber, and they told my teacher where I was. And so they were all going to watch my videos in front of me, and I was like, oh please no, like this is so embarrassing. Like, I don't mind if they watch my videos, but if you watch it in front of me, I feel like it's just so awkward because I don't know how to react, and I don't know how to feel about them reacting. And so, okay, next one. When I was 8, I was going to go in a water slide, but I was so scared and I pooped on it. Got a little bit of a chocolate milk situation. Oh my goodness, you pooped on the water slide? Oh, that's so embarrassing. I can only imagine they probably had to like, hopefully they realized and cleaned it off before other kids went down that water slide. Because I feel like that would give you some serious diseases if they never got cleaned. I don't know. Swimming in poop. That's fun. Next one says, one time I slid my shoe on the floor in my class and it sounded like I farted. Oh my gosh, I feel like everyone can relate to this. That there's so many like random moments where you just like adjust your seat or whatever, you do something and it sounds like a fart, but in order for you to prove that it's not a fart, you have to keep making the same sound over and over again, so people are like, oh, it's just like a random noise, it wasn't you farting. But yeah, oofy, a little embarrassing, I gotta admit. All right, I walked into a pole walking to school 2 days in a row and got a black eye. Oh no. Oh my gosh, my sister could probably relate to you because when she was younger, and kind of still now, she always runs into glass doors, especially if they're like so clean that you can't tell there's like a screen or a glass door. So I remember one time we were playing a game and my sister saw my dad on the other side of the glass, She like ran up to go see him and my brother, and she slammed right into the glass and like slid down it. And I told her not to, but she didn't listen to me. And so yeah, I feel like you are a lot like Jordan, except I don't think she ever got a black eye, so that's good. My brothers though, when they were really little, they didn't know how to catch themselves when they fell on the floor. And so they would literally just like be walking and then trip and just go. They wouldn't like push out their arms. And so they always had like goose eggs on their heads, and yeah, I guess that's the closest to a black eye. But man, I'm sorry that happened to you. That is oofy. I feel like this whole video is just like oof. Next one. I admitted I liked someone and they ended up being behind me. Oh man, that's so awkward. I mean, it's one thing to like admit to like anyone else that you like someone, but it's another thing to like tell that person you like them. And so, I mean, I hope it went well. I hope they had a good reaction. And I guess that takes away the awkward part of like you ever having to tell them that you like them because you just accidentally did it. So I want to hear more from these stories. They're very short because I pulled these from like the question box on my Insta story, so there wasn't a lot of room. But there are some longer stories that people sent me in the DMs, so we'll get to those. All right, next one. Oh my gosh. So it says, my mom told me to feed my cat and I forgot, and it died a week later. Whoops, I guess. Your poor cat. Oh my goodness. I have so many more questions. Like, I wonder, like, did you tell your mom you forgot to feed it, or did you make a bit of an excuse, like it just ran away, or like what happened? I feel so bad for your cat, but oh man, that's a sad story. All right, this next one I can highly relate to. It says, I was in band and while playing my flute got the hiccups. You can imagine what happened. And yes, I can totally relate to you on this because I was also in band for 7 years, all throughout middle school, all throughout high school. And I have so many stories of playing the flute, but yes, you cannot play the flute when you have hiccups because like every note is like interrupted by your hiccup, and so it's just like and then also you cannot play the flute and smile at the same time. Like if I'm smiling, it's so hard to play the flute because you have to have just like the right, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Also, for any other flute player out there, I don't know how many flute players I have watching this video, but if anyone can relate to me, I have always wondered this, but I remember in high school and kind of middle school, whenever I was done with band practice, I was always get like this like dark spot on my chin, like underneath my lips from where my flute rested when I was playing it. And I don't know if that has something to do with like the metal of the flute reacting like with my skin for playing it for like an hour or so. But it would always happen, and sometimes I saw it on other people too, so it can't be just me. So if anyone knows why, if anyone's a little scientist, let me know in the comments down below. Next story we have, I drank from a baby bottle up until I was 10. That's a long time. That's a long time drinking from a baby bottle, but good for you, I guess. Here's a longer story. When I was little, I went up to my teacher and asked if I can go to the toilet. She said no, so I sat back down. I got up a couple minutes later and asked again, and she said no, so I sat back down, and I got up again and asked, and she said no again. So what did I do? I peed on the seat. She said, oh no, looks like someone had an accident. And I'm like, yeah, of course I did. You never let me go to the toilet. It was her fault. And my mom had to come get me, and she was really mad at my teacher. Your teacher sounds really mean or really strict. Like, I don't know why she wouldn't just let you use the bathroom. And yeah, if you asked her like multiple times to go and then you just end up peeing on your seat, like I feel like that should not be your fault because you asked if you could go to the bathroom. So I don't know, but I hope you have a better teacher. I don't know when this was, but I hope you have a better teacher this year or next year who actually will let you use the bathroom. All right, here's another story. This is going to sound super fake, but I promise it's super real, and I tried to suppress it from my memories, but I can't. We're already off to a good note here. This one time, I was in middle school and I wrote my crush a letter because I thought he liked me. The letter consisted of a poem. Oh no. Poems can either be like super awesome, like super romantic, or really great if it's written just right, or really cringy and awkward, embarrassing. So it says, one of those poems where you spell out someone's name, and for each letter you give an adjective for it. That's like the only poem I know how to write, by the way. I am the worst at poems. Well, fast forward, I never had the guts to give him the letter, and I ended up losing it. I thought I lost it in my backpack or something, but nope. Days later, it ends up on the lost and found table that is on display for everyone to see. Oh no. My crush ended up finding it and read it out loud in front of a few people who I thought were my friends, but weren't because they were laughing at me. That's the worst. It had my name on it and everything, but I still tried to lie my way out of it. Middle school sure was an interesting time. Oh yes, middle school was a very interesting time. I am so sorry that happened to you. I can't even imagine. Like, I remember having a unit in high school where we had to do poems and write poems and stuff, and I was so bad at writing poems. Yeah, it's like doing art. I cannot draw and I cannot write poems. And we had to do like this big book of poems, and then so for an assignment, we all had to submit like a couple of poems and give it to the teacher, and then he made a giant book and copied it for all the students. And so there's like probably 30 students who have some of my poems, and it's really cringy, and I wish they did not because they're the worst. And mine's in the front too, like the first poem you see. So yeah. All right, next one says, I got stung by a mosquito in between my eyes. Oh, that is the worst. And decided to itch it, which swelled up my eyes. So I had to wear sunglasses to school for the next week or so to hide my swollen eyes. Nobody to this day knows why I was wearing sunglasses at school. Oh my gosh. I swear mosquitoes always bite you in the most inconvenient spots. Like, I've had one probably on my eyelid before. It's always like maybe in between my fingers, like in like the webbing parts, like just the weirdest, randomest spots. And mosquito bites are the worst. But I'm also surprised by the fact that you were allowed to wear sunglasses to school and not take them off. Like, I thought that was like against the dress code, but I guess every school is different. My schools are just probably more strict, but yeah, I didn't think you could wear sunglasses to school, but I guess that kind of fixed the problem for you, so that is good. But man, mosquito bites, not good. All right, last confession we have. So once I was playing hide and seek with some friends, they were boys, and I really had to do a number 2. And I was too embarrassed to say anything, and by the time the game ended, it was too late and I had pooped my pants. Oh my goodness. I feel like that's probably more embarrassing than just saying that you had to go use the bathroom, but I have a conspiracy. It's always when you're trying to play hide and seek that you have to use the bathroom the most. Like, I mean, at least it is for me. Like, whenever I'm the hider, I swear that is like the most inconvenient time where I need to use the bathroom and go number 1 or number 2. It doesn't even matter. But like, why during hide and seek is my thing. Why? But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and for submitting your confessions. I hope I was able to spill some tea today. And if you guys want this to become a series, let me know in the comments down below. And I will make some more videos on it. Also follow me on Instagram. That's probably where I'm gonna be asking for some more future secrets because I can keep it anonymous that way. So follow me on there and like this video if you want more. And you guys know what time it is. Random dancing scene.